This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
Forward by Rachel Simmons. When I was old enough to sit in the front seat of my mom's Chevy, she flew into full Jewish mother protection mode. Each time she stopped the car short, which was every few traffic lights, she had a lead foot and was easily triggered. She would throw her arm across my chest as if to be a second seatbelt. The book you're listening to is like having my mom in the front seat, except this time the Chevy is my job, and the arm flying across to protect me is Leah Garvin's hard-earned, actionable wisdom. I first met Leah while working at Google, where I designed a women's leadership program. Leah raised her hand to support the initiative, and within minutes, her insights made our work more impactful. It didn't hurt that she slayed me along the way with her humor. I have hitched my wagon to Leah's star ever since. In my 2 decades of researching girls and women, I'm most struck by the paradox many of us live. On the one hand, we have more opportunity than ever before. On the other, we are sandbagged by outdated expectations of what and who a woman should be. One of my favorite insights on this comes from my friend Courtney Martin in her book, Perfect Girls, Starving Daughters. We are the daughters of feminists who said, you can be anything, and we heard, you have to be everything. It's a killer, right? In the workplace, being everything often means walking an impossible tightrope. Knowing exactly when to show agentic or masculine, qualities like assertiveness and self-promotion, and when to revert to the communal or feminine, qualities society told us were the proper way good girls act. Everything means having an overactive radar that tells us when to lean in and be assertive, and when doing that will rub Dave from marketing the wrong way. The energy we spend figuring out just how much space it's okay to take up and whether we might get nailed for doing it is a brutal tax men simply don't have to pay. And the tightrope doesn't just take our energy. It can mess with our minds too. When you spend all your energy trying not to plummet to the ground, you don't notice that everyone else on it is female. You forget you're not the one who strung up that tightrope in the first place. When you start to teeter, you yell at yourself instead. Stand straighter, tighten your core. Unstuck will help you reframe the challenges that arise on that tightrope, especially our tendency to blame ourselves and be imprisoned by the impossible expectations. It will remind you to get pissed off at the society that built that tightrope in the first place. Leah's advice is radically practical. It is efficient and instantly actionable. Best of all, once you learn to reframe, you realize you have a new muscle you can flex anywhere, anytime. It's a resource that regenerates. You get to keep it forever. Dear listeners, how lucky you are to step into Leah's Chevy and let her take the wheel for a bit. Note, she's a much better driver than my mom. Enjoy the ride.